Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to be talking to you about the slavery and all those developments and beautiful castles and icons in all the capitals of European cities, Australia, New Zealand, United States of America, Canada, called so, if I put them in one bracket, the Western civilized countries. Some of the things I'm going to layer by layer lift the lid for you is will make you sick and vomit when you see how they treated the women, how they treated the prisoners, how they took their revenge on helpless women, and how they killed the slaves, how they never paid them, and how they insulted them, how they had auctions, but let that be Belgium, let that be United States of America, let that be Canada, be Australia, and New Zealand, with the natives. The actual people won't. So when you look at that, it is ironic when the same people who just came and displaced the natives, whom United States belonged to, they said it's a new word. You know for yourself. You have to spit on the face of those people who call it a new word. They are actually the thieves, the robbers, the usurpers. So when you talk and pinpoint towards this Zionism in Israel and on all those people who created this forced, illegal occupation, and look at the evil, look at the repercussions of that, vagabonds living, and they are gathered there from all across the world, like the dirt, the filth, the fecal matter, and you get that from the raw sewerage. That's what you got there. The good ones remain behind, and the good ones are the few who you will find them, reading Torah, practicing Torah, and you call them whatever you want to call them, and unfortunately,
Do you understand?
I speak your language.
Good. Well, Senator Crane has come here to offer your people a better way of life.
Better than what?
Better than what you have.
I like what I have.
I understand that. But your people live in the Stone Age. We live at the beginning of a great industrial revolution.
He doesn't understand why
Chief, the United States government is offering you a piece of land of your own.
We have our own land.
No, it's not yours. It's the U.S. government's.
Did they buy it?
No,
Did they trade for it?
It's not like that.
Then how can they own it? He has a point.
If you accept our offer, you won't have to hunt buffalo anymore or roam the prairie. You can depend on your country to take care of you.
You are not my country.
We will give you everything you need if you will just submit to living on a reservation.
We need nothing from you.
In 1897, King Leopold II of Belgium put 267 Congolese people on display in a village built in Brussels for public viewing. Visitors paid to observe them. 7 died from the cold and pneumonia. This was not unusual. Between 1870 and 1940, an estimated 35,000 indigenous people from Africa, Asia, the Americas, and Oceania were exhibited in human zoos across Europe and America, in Paris, Hamburg, London, New York. The last documented human zoo in Europe was held in Belgium in 1958. These weren't fringe events. They drew millions of visitors. They were mainstream public entertainment, endorsed by governments, reviewed in newspapers, and attended by families on Sunday afternoons. Europe built its racial ideology in public, with tickets.
1792, Washington, D.C. Construction begins on the White House. Enslaved people, hundreds of them, rented from plantation owners. They quarry the stone, cut the timber, lay the bricks, building the symbol of American freedom, while enslaved, dawn to dusk. No wages, whipped if they slow down. The sandstone walls, cut by enslaved hands. The columns, carved by enslaved artisans. Most aren't even named in records, just Negro hire. 1800, the White House finished. President Adams moves in. The enslaved workers sent back to plantations. No credit, no freedom. For the next 65 years, more enslaved people worked there. Presidents bring their personal slaves. Jefferson, Madison, Jackson. They cook, serve, clean, while presidents give speeches about liberty. 1865, slavery ends. Most builders already dead. Their descendants kept out. But Jim Crow laws keep black Americans out of the building their ancestors constructed. They can only work there as servants, janitors, cooks, not as visitors, not as guests. 1960s, civil rights movement. Finally allowed to tour, 170 years after construction. 2009, Barack Obama becomes president, lives in a house his ancestors built as slaves. 2016, Michelle Obama speaks.
I wake up every morning in a house built by slaves.
Truth spoken from a building they constructed, built by enslaved hands, banned for 170 years. Then their descendant became president.
The scum of the society is also a big marked stain on the face of the practicing Jews. So it's not anti-Semitism to talk about the facts. Facts remain the facts. So look at the conduct of Americans, the Russians, the British, how they raped the German women after the Second World War. And look at Belgium, how they were displayed as, museum pieces, those peoples who were there, and what they did to the people from Congo, what they did to those people which they occupied and they colonized. And now you also see who built the White House. And when you look at those stooges standing there, are receiving and be proud of having these capitals. In fact, you can hear the cries of those slaves underneath those castles. So the title of this is Cries Underneath the Castles. That's the part one of this documentary.